Well, hello programmers and technologists and computer scientists. In this video, I am going to show you how to create, compile, and run a basic Java program on the Chromebook, and in particular in Linux on the Chromebook. So at this point, you should have Linux already installed. You have the terminal up here. You should have already installed Java correctly, and to do a quick test, you could type the words Java, then space, dash version. And something like this message here should pop up. You should be running version at least 11.0 or later. Okay. If you type this in and you don't see any sort of information like this, or it says error, please stop this video and ask for help, because none of this other stuff we're doing here is going to work for you. The other thing that I want to point out is you should have also installed Emacs. And Emacs is a wonderful text editor that we use in Linux. So you type the command Emacs and hit enter, and you should get this window here that pops up. Now, when you run this command, notice here that on the terminal, all of the control is lost. Whatever you type, you really can't do anything with it. It just seems like you're just typing random text on the terminal, and that's because all of the energy of the CPU or the processor is being directed towards the Emacs window. So we're going to try to remedy this, or at least improve this, in the following way. Let's close Emacs, and notice here all the junk that I typed before, it wasn't lost, it was just sort of hung there. So it was waiting for Emacs to finish running. But the better way to do this is to run the Emacs command space with an ampersand. And what this allows us to do is to run the Emacs program, but in the background, so that on my terminal I can still have access, to some basic commands, right? And my terminal is still working. And in Emacs, in the text editor, this is what we are going to use in order to create a source code file, edit it, and program in Java, and so on. Okay. So notice when you first launch it, you're going to get this kind of welcome window right here. But I don't really need it. I don't really want to use it. Okay. So I'd rather just go here where it says buffers, right, and just go to where it says scratch. So this gives me a blank buffer, or better yet, instead of scratch, just say next buffer. I can say list all buffers. I can say visit a new file. And I'm realizing now that none of this is useful to me. Okay, I can say visit new file. Then I'm going to give this a name. And now I'm going to get a nice window here that says hello.java.